Hello everyone, welcome to our live watch-along for Colombia, DR Congo in the World Cup group stage. Live watch-along here. This is our fourth consecutive day of doing a live watch-along here for this tournament. And looking forward to this game because I'm expecting it to be actually quite a evenly contested match. I think Colombia probably considered favourites in this matchup. But DR Congo, man, they grabbed the draw last week. I think they're capable of getting a result out of this game. This is the final match day of match day 2. This World Cup has flown by already. Match day 3 gets underway tomorrow. We've already had some big results today, which we will discuss in just a moment as well. But I can see already in the live chat, shout out to Red Devils Yellow Blue for joining the Level 1 membership. I really appreciate that, man. Welcome to the members. And we've just recently launched memberships here on the channel. Level 1, you can jump aboard, support the channel. I really, really appreciate it. And it helps fund sort of more match day vlogs, more content here on the channel. It does go a long way, that's for sure. And level 2, that gets you access to members only live streams, members only videos, and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. So big game on the way. Colombia, DR Congo. Two teams here who both got decent results last week. Colombia with that 3-1 win over Uzbekistan. And DR Congo, very impressive in that 1-1 draw with Portugal, managing to match it with Portugal, which was an impressive result, a surprise result. A lot of people expecting Portugal to be strong at this tournament, and we did see early today Portugal picking up a big 5-0 victory over Uzbekistan. But this is a big opportunity here for both teams. Obviously, Colombia, if they get a win here, they are through. Whereas for DR Congo, I mean, they've already got a points on the board. Another draw here would be okay for them, but it would mean that they would really need to get a result, you'd think, in that last game against Uzbekistan. So I feel like this one is a tricky one to call. It feels like it really could swing either way. So Colombia, DR Congo, good players on both teams as well. I mean, not necessarily two teams that people are expecting to progress super far in the tournament. I think there's a decent chance that both teams could get through. But in regards to the lineups, you've got some players who are playing at some top clubs. Colombia's lineup, first of all, Vargas in goals. They've got Munoz, Sanchez, Lucumi, and Mojica in that back line as well. Munoz, he's playing his club football with Crystal Palace in the English Premier League. Puerta, Lerma, and Arias in midfield. James Rodriguez, of course, the captain of Colombia. We remember James Rodriguez and his heroics in the World Cup back in 2014. So he could prove to be a pivotal player in this game. Suarez and Luis Diaz as well up top for Colombia. So it's their attack that really does look threatening there. Luis Suarez there, who plays his club football with Sporting. That is not the Luis Suarez that used to play for Uruguay. Luis Diaz as well, off that left-hand side, obviously plays his club football with Bayern Munich, a player who many fans will know well. But for this DR Congo side, according to the formation that they've released pre-game, they could well be playing a 5-3-2 formation. But again, some great experience in their side. Twanzebe in the center of that back five there. Wan-Bissaka as well, plays his football in the English Premier League. Charles Memba as well. Capuati, in the back line alongside Masuaku. It's a solid back line that could be very hard to break down. Portugal only managed to get one goal past them in match day 1, so a stubborn defense there for DR Congo. In regards to that front line as well, I look at Wissa, I look at Bakambu. You've got Johan Wissa, who plays his football with Newcastle United in the English Premier League, and Cedric Bakambu plays with Real Betis in the top flight in Spain as well. So there is genuine quality on both teams, and World Cup X, is joining us in the live chat. Good day, man. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the live chat. As World Cup X says in the live chat as well, DR Congo have a good team on paper. Yeah, man, looking at both of these sides, there is certainly a lot of quality. And even though, well, in regards to the rankings, so Colombia are currently ranked 13th, DR Congo 56. But even just looking at the quality in their side, it feels like that maybe they should be jumping a little bit higher than that ranking. I think this game won't be a comfortable one for Colombia. I think DR Congo will give them a real test here, not just for the squad they have, but I reckon because you look at that result last week, 1-1 draw with Portugal, will give DR Congo so much confidence in this game that they can match it with this good Colombia side. It looks like there's going to be a lot of Colombian fans in the stadium for this one. The yellow jerseys are filling the stadium. But of course, I'm sure there'll be plenty of DR Congo fans in the stands as well. G'day, Will. Welcome to the live chat, man. Says, Colombians travel so far. Tough environment for DR Congo, but they are tough, says Will. Indeed. The atmosphere, the stadium, the fans in the ground could certainly favour Colombia. And yeah, man, I mean, in the broadcast right now as we speak, we're seeing pictures of the stadium as the teams are set to walk out. And it looks like there are plenty of yellow jerseys in the stands. Two very nice kit combination here. You got Colombia wearing their yellow jerseys. And then DR Congo, that light blue kit. Very nice. World Cup X asks, do you have any teams abroad that you support? If so, what leagues do you watch in Europe? I don't watch much European football, to be honest. So much of my focus is on football in Australia. I spend a lot of my time watching A-League and NPL and all that. But my team overseas is Tottenham Hotspur, the team that I picked when I was a kid. So I've been going for them for many, many years now, Tottenham Hotspur. So yeah, I keep up to date to what's going on in Europe. I especially keep up to date to what's happening with Aussie players overseas and really interested in seeing them. But and Tottenham's my Premier League club of choice. But to be fair, most of my attention does go towards the A-League and football in Australia as the teams make their way out of the tunnel. Colombia. Yeah, the white jerseys, white shorts, red socks, and the all-blue light strip from DR Congo. I like DR Congo's kit, man. It's cool. It's a nice shade of blue. Speaking of kits, we've got our Socceroos jersey, our 2006 Socceroos jersey hanging up behind us. Of course, the focus on this channel is on the Socceroos, and we are very much looking forward to Australia versus Paraguay. It's kicking off in almost exactly 48 hours. The countdown is on, folks. Been loving the very comfortable kickoff times here. We are broadcasting from the east coast of Australia. Jump in the live chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. It's about to tick past midday here on the east coast of Australia. So very comfortable indeed. Welcome back. Asks, do you have any main Instagram/websites you follow to keep up to date with A-League transfers? A-League transfers. I tell you what, the A-League's website has a very handy page where it's like a big, just one page where it's got the list of all the clubs and all their ins and outs. That's on the A-League's website. That's probably like the main thing. And then obviously just seeing, across social media, Instagram and X, just following the various, journalists that report on football in Australia. The likes of Marco Monteverde and who else, like Vince Ugari, Joey Lynch, these people who report on Australian football. But yeah, I definitely use that. There's a page on the A-League website. It's very handy indeed. As Welcopex also says, super intrigued to see Tony Popovich's lineup tomorrow. We are all very intrigued, and I'm sure we are set for more surprises. Australia have made a couple tweaks to their lineup throughout the two games so far, and what will we see on Friday? We'll see. We will see. Colombia currently singing their national anthem. Plenty of Colombian fans in the stadium for this one. But yeah, man, some big games coming up on the way. Tomorrow is where match day 3 begins. That is where the simultaneous kickoffs get underway. Plenty of drama on the way. Will Dish, I said Dish. It's D. Will ND Irish. I misread that. Excuse me, Will. Will, good to see you here, man. Says, I hope Aaron Kunda starts. I reckon he will. I think, especially seeing his positive impact again off the bench against USA. He started against Turkey, so I think he does. I would like to see him start Aaron Kunda, especially off that left-hand side. I prefer him on the left rather than through the middle, playing as that striker. But yeah, Will, I'd love to see Aaron Kunda start. Hopefully he does. So I'm sure we'll see a couple changes. I think the media have reported that Matt Leckie's nursing a bit of an injury as well. So it's probably unlikely that he'll feature from the start anyway against Paraguay. So Colombia fans, so much passion. So many of their fans in the stadium. It's actually, honestly, it just looks like a sea of yellow jerseys in the stadium for this one. It's just a sea of yellow in the stands. As DR Congo currently singing their national anthem. So for DR Congo, this is a big game. They managed to come away from that game with Portugal with a 1-1 draw, which was a good result. An impressive result. A bit of an upset result. Portugal, one of the favourites for this tournament, in the opinions of many people. And this is going to be a difficult atmosphere, I think, for DR Congo, considering that seemingly in the stadium it's just like 90-95% Colombian fans, looking at just the sheer number of yellow shirts in the stands. I'm sure there will be a number of DR Congo supporters in the house for this one, but yeah, man, it's Colombia clearly outnumbering in the stands. So what sort of an atmosphere will that provide? Will the fans be able to urge Colombia on to victory in this contest? Thanks for joining us today, everyone. Jump in the live chat, say g'day. Kickoff is not too far away, minutes away now. This is the final game of match day 2, I just realised as well. So we are here watching the final game of match day 2. This has already been a thoroughly entertaining match day. Some dramatic results, perhaps. Portugal with a big 5-0 win over Uzbekistan. Those are the two other teams in this group. Portugal needed that win. They drew last week with DR Congo. So Portugal up top of the group at the moment as it stands. Group K it is. And Colombia just behind Portugal on 3 points. Portugal on 4 points. DR Congo with that 1 point, and Uzbekistan, they currently sit with 0 points. And I mean, well, they will play, interestingly enough, DR Congo and Uzbekistan play in match day 3. So that doesn't mean that Uzbekistan are out. Hey, like, depending on how this result goes today, if DR Congo get a win, would that be enough? No, I mean, the goal difference is really going to go against Uzbekistan here. So Uzbekistan are hanging on by a thread, but because of the head-to-head and DR Congo, Uzbekistan haven't played yet, they could still, Uzbekistan could still have a lifeline in this group, but it's looking quite unlikely, you'd imagine. So DR Congo with a win here, will go above Colombia into second place. And if they score enough goals, if they score, 6 goals it would need to be for DR Congo to jump top of the group. So probably unlikely, an unlikely scenario for today. But DR Congo, 4 points if they get a win today. Colombia, a win. Even a draw should be enough for Colombia in the end. In fact, a draw would be enough for Colombia. It would take them to 4 points. Will also says, I'm American, but I hope the game grows in Australia. I was at USA Colombia friendly in an NFL stadium, and it was at least 80% Colombians. There you go. I mean, we know they're a very passionate fan base, of course. Yeah, man, the game, the beautiful game, the world game, it is certainly growing in Australia. It does have a big supporter base. That's for sure. And I'm sure this tournament is just going to do great things to help grow the game in USA even more as well. And of course, likewise for Mexico and Canada, the 3 co-hosts of this tournament. So we'll keep an eye on how exactly these two teams line up. The graphics that we sometimes see in the formations sometimes aren't actually what we do see on the pitch in the end. Colombia, according to the broadcast, possibly playing a 4-2-3-1. Which probably feels about right. And the expectation is that DR Congo will play that 5-3-2 formation with Bakambu and Wissa leading the line. Very dangerous strike partnership. So there is good quality on both teams, man. There's experience on both teams. You've got players who are playing at a very high level. I'm genuinely expecting this to be a tight contest, but the factor that may well prove the difference in the end is the fans for Colombia. There's just so many of them packed into this stadium, so that could certainly prove the difference, I reckon, in this match. So I wouldn't be surprised if Colombia are controlling more possession in this game, creating more opportunities. But with the way DR Congo is set up for this match, pretty defensive formation, they'll be looking to utilize that counter-attack. You've got Bakambu, who is maybe more of that hold-up striker, that tall sort of target man who they can aim for, and Wissa of Newcastle United. Very fast player. Pace is one of his best attributes. So we are set to get underway here. Thanks for joining us for this live watch along. We're about to get our clock here on the stream up and running as well. We've just kicked off. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Colombia, DR Congo. It is the final group stage game for match day 2. For match day 2, that is. So, very glad that you're here hanging out with us. Welcome, one and all. Our next live watch along after this one as well is in a few days' time. We will be live for... Well, this is going to be crazy as well because we've got so many simultaneous kickoffs on the way. But we're going to be live in a few days' time for, I believe it's Group G. Group G's match. So that is New Zealand, Belgium, and Egypt, Iran. As, oh my goodness, shot from range wasn't too far away. DR Congo with a little bright start there. Shot from range, don't mind it. Trying to silence the large number of Colombian fans perhaps in the stadium. The strike was wide in the end. Good to see Tangier is here as well. David, Will joining us in the live chat. Tangier says, Dan Wissa is at Newcastle United FC. I'm out of the loop. Still thought he was at Brentford. He was, yes, he was previously at Brentford, but last season signed up with Newcastle United. And good to see you here, Tangier. Welcome. G'day, David. David says, glad someone else is watching. I couldn't find anyone else watching. Are there no other live watch-alongs for this game for on the internet? Well, thanks, David, for jumping in the live chat. And MP Reaper 9459. Good to see you here, man. Is it good morning or good evening? Well, where I am here, it is literally just ticked over into the afternoon. It has just ticked over into the afternoon. Broadcasting here from the east coast of Australia. Will also saying that he was disappointing at Newcastle, referring to Johan Wissa. Steve, good to see you here, man. I didn't catch the entire England-Ghana game. I watched like the last 20 minutes of it, so I didn't catch. I didn't catch what happened with the refs, as I can see you referring to there. But interesting result in the end. Scoreless draw between England and Ghana earlier today. We also saw Croatia defeat Panama 1-0. And of course, Portugal started the day with a big 5-0 victory over Uzbekistan. Portugal and Uzbekistan, the two other teams in these two teams' group. So DR Congo, 3 minutes in here, looking to make a bright start to this game as the ball will roll over for a goal kick. But this is important for DR Congo, just to get some control of the game early on, considering that there's so many Colombian fans in the stands for this one. Colombia have majority of the crowd behind them. That is clear to see. You can see the number of yellow jerseys in the stands. Munoz, Colombia, nice ball movement. They could be away here. Mojica down the left. Luis Diaz on the left-hand side. Colombia, Mojica on the overlap. Great chance. Good save and the follow-up. Oh my goodness. Colombia so close to the opening goal. It was Munoz. Daniel Munoz, who also plays his club football in the English Premier League with Crystal Palace. Flying in at the far post. That was a huge opportunity for Colombia. What a chance, dude. What a chance. Danju says, 28 minutes more of morning here in Adelaide. Hope the weather's all good in Adelaide. Hope it's not too cold. It was very, very cool this morning where I am. Will says, sad for Panama. They are much improved, but still have no finishes. Yeah, Panama, unfortunately. I mean, they've got a tough game to finish the group as well against England, but yeah, unfortunately not able to get the results just yet at this tournament. A couple losses, so Disappointment in the end for Panama. Steve mentioning a red card for Pickford and a non-given penalty for Ghana. That is the highlight of the match, says Steve. There's certainly been some controversial refereeing decisions at this tournament. Some mixed opinions amongst fans. Or perhaps for some of them, fans in unison. So, a great early chance for Colombia a moment ago. DR Congo had a strike that sailed wide of the target. As we can see, DR Congo setting up in this very solid and compact 5-3-2 formation. Expecting to do a lot of defending in this game, DR Congo, and for Colombia. They were very close to the opening goal a moment ago. It's a warning sign. Colombia. Good early. Oh, great. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's in. No, it is in. Oh, my goodness. What a dramatic little passage of play. Colombia scored, or have they? Munoz put the ball in the back of the net. And is it the offside flag that's up? 6 minutes in. And Munoz is down on the floor. He's hurt himself somehow. Replays are going to be interesting here. Great long ball floated in. Oh, my gosh, dude. This offside call is going to be close. Great run from Munoz. It was a great initial save, and the follow-up was in. So the ball was in the back of the net, but the flag is up. But VAR may well have to intervene here. I wonder how close this is. Because it looked close. It looked close. OMG, indeed, Tenjis. Great. I mean, Daniel Munoz, who's playing it right back today. He's been involved twice, hasn't he? The first time he almost scored. And the second time he has put the ball in the back of the net, but it's not counting. 7 minutes in, and we're just, I think, waiting for some final confirmation. I don't think, it doesn't look like VAR are getting involved in this one, as there's some treatment for DR Congo's goalkeeper at the moment. I'm sure it probably was just the offside they're looking at, right? There wasn't anything else. Great ball over the top as well. Colombia, I mean, regardless, they have made a really bright start now to this game. Some great opportunities to score. Very, very close. Colombia have come on a couple of occasions. So we know if Colombia win or even a draw will just about be enough to send them through to the knockout stage. They've shown us the lines on the broadcast, and it is indeed offside, not by much. It's basically just the right shoulder of Munoz that was just a little bit too far advanced. But again, close. Very close. So DR Congo caught out on a couple of occasions on their left side of their defense. And it was Munoz on both occasions. I said Munoz is playing as a right back. He may well be playing as a right winger. He's taking up some very advanced positions, that's for sure. G'day, E-Bikes. Hope you're doing well. Says Colombia looking good. It's been a good start. They've come very close already. Will mentions that Crystal Palace players have been playing well this World Cup. Daichi Kamada, Daniel Munoz, Ismail Assar, Chris Richards, yeah. We did the live watch along yesterday for Norway versus Senegal, and we did see Ismail Assar scored 2 goals in that game. Daniel Munoz has been good. Kamada was very good. We did that live watch along the other day for Tunisia, Japan, and Kamada was good in that game as well. And yes, Chris Richards has been very solid in defence for USA as well. So, well said there, Will. Crystal Palace players starring at the World Cup so far. So, DR Congo just need to try and get themselves on the ball here, try and stop these attacks from coming in, because it's been a dangerous start here for Colombia. They've looked good. Thanks for joining us here today, everyone, for this live watch along. We've been live for the last few consecutive days now, Jumping on the live watch along, and this is the final game of match day 2 in the group stage. You can hit the like button if you haven't done so already. You can also consider sending in a super chat or jumping on the channel memberships to support the channel. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. As eBikes also highlights, says DR Congo, almost all their players are in Europe. Yes, we were looking through that lineup before, and they've got players playing at some top clubs, man. There's a long-range shot. Oh, what a save. What a save. That is a brilliant save. Rodriguez with a long-range shot, and he's forced a great save out of the goalkeeper. Rodriguez, we highlighted him pre-game, obviously one of the star players for Colombia. Dude, that's a great shot, but a great save. Because that was traveling. Rodriguez caught that strike well and kept it low. Brilliant diving save. There's a corner on the way. Steve also a moment ago said Colombia versus Portugal will be enjoyable to watch for first place. Very true, yeah. It would certainly feel like a bit of a knockout stage game there as Colombia's corner, their header goes wide. And 11 minutes in, Colombia definitely looking the stronger out of the two sides. That is for sure. They've had some good opportunities. E-Bike says, for me, this match beats Colombia versus Portugal. In this match, both teams have lots of quality and the obligation to attack. Yeah, and look, there's a decent chance that by next week, Portugal and Colombia may have already booked their place into the knockout stage. Especially if Colombia can get the win here, they will go up to 6 points. And they will go top of the group. That's what's on offer here for Colombia. That's worth mentioning. And that would be huge, actually, because Colombia coming up against Portugal next. If Colombia can get the win here, they go to 6 points. Portugal currently on 4. So if Colombia could go into that game against Portugal with that advantage, with like just needing a draw to secure top place, that would be huge for them. Obviously, we know that top place in the group, that's where you want to be, because that means you play a team that finished 3rd in another group. If you finish 2nd, you have to play a team that finished 2nd in another group. Colombia, offside flag is up as they looked to drive forward again, but clearly Colombia looking to really, show their attacking quality early on in this contest. And DR Congo really having to work hard in defence to try and keep this game to 0-0 at this stage. Luis Diaz on the left-hand side has already shown some promising signs. The Bayern Munich winger who has been a top player in world football for many years now. Diaz, keep an eye on him on that left wing. Colombia, this is a good run down the left-hand side. They're looking really up for this today, Colombia. Let's see if they can find the goal on this occasion. Some good forward runs. Final cross from Rodriguez just doesn't quite have the right trajectory on it, but again, the signs are there. The question is now whether Colombia can capitalize on this early pressure. Looking good. They need to capitalize now. They need to find the back of the net. Because with DR Congo, I mean, this is part of the game plan for DR Congo, focusing on defense. They're playing this 5-3-2 formation. But if they can get Wissa and Bakambu in the game, that'd be huge. Oh, dude, they've just shown him on the broadcast. Apologies, I've forgotten his name. There's the guy that, stands and just, stands still like a statue the whole game for DR Congo. They just showed him on the camera. Absolute legend. That's awesome. A chance for DR Congo to get themselves on the ball here. Let's see what they can do here. Let's see what Congo show. They had a long-range shot that sailed wide in the opening minute or so. Aside from that, we haven't really seen them get forward. Colombia have managed to win the ball back. Back in possession. That's a good forward run. Here's a chance, perhaps building for Colombia. So many Colombian fans in the stadium. It's a long-range shot, and it's actually on target and forced a good save out of the goalkeeper. I think it was Mexica, who was like maybe 30 metres out and went for a low driving effort. It's another good save. Colombia looking to maintain this pressure. 15 minutes in, it's 0-0, but Colombia are looking very likely in the early moments. DR Congo clearly focused on defence in the early minutes of this game. G'day, Coral. Good to see you here. It says, driving home from work. Thanks for covering the game. No worries, Coral. Thanks for tuning in. Wishing you a safe drive. Colombia are certainly looking promising in the early moments. And here's another chance. They're in the box. It's Diaz. Great chance for Diaz. And it's another fantastic save. Brilliant. As E-Bike says in the live chat, what a keeper. That's like 3 or 4 really good saves. And look, at this World Cup, we have seen some very, very impressive goalkeeper performances. We think of Eloy Room the other day, who made, 15 saves for Curaçao. It's been a great start for Lionel Mpassi Nzao, 31-year-old goalkeeper for DR Congo, has already made, I think, 4 saves maybe now already in the opening stages of this game. The following corner doesn't result in anything for Colombia, but DR Congo's goalkeeper, they have him to thank so far, because if it wasn't for him, Colombia would probably have an early lead here in this contest. It was a good shot earlier as well from Mexica that was well saved by the goalkeeper. Mpassi Nzao, the goalkeeper for DR Congo, called into action on a number of occasions already in this game. So it's a late kickoff over here in Mexico where this game is being played. It is not too far past midday here on the east coast of Australia. Hope you guys are doing well. Match stats on the broadcast: 7 attempts at goal for Colombia, 4 on target. There you go. Just the 1 attempt at goal for DR Congo, which sailed wide of the goal. But there you go. Colombia, 7 shots, 4 on target. And it's their goalkeeper for DR Congo there, who has been the standout player in the early moments. But Colombia are looking good. Rodriguez getting himself involved. Diaz, dangerous on that left-hand side as well. There's some good movement. There's a real fluidity. What a word. There's a real fluidity to Colombia's play. Players shifting around, and there's some good runs and good movements, and they're moving the ball well, and just trying to find those gaps in this well-organised DR Congo defence. Long ball over the top. Here's a good run. Colombia in the box. Ball rolls out of play for a goal kick. Suarez can't believe it. He thought it should have been a corner. It was a nice run. We were live yesterday. We've had some fun games lately, man. We were live yesterday for Norway-Senegal. A bunch of guys joined us for that one as well. And hello to any new viewers joining us here today. That was a very enjoyable game yesterday. Norway-Senegal, 3-2 win in the end for Norway. G'day, Fortnite Troll. Good to see you here, man. I'm doing very well. Hope you're going well as well, man. Thanks for jumping in. Fortnite, have you been keeping up to date with the World Cup action? Oh my goodness, it's another stunning save. It's another stunning save for Mpassi Nzao. The goalkeeper for DR Congo has just had to make another brilliant diving save from range. The shot flying in from distance. Good dude, what a shot. What a strike. And this has been a brilliant goalkeeping performance in the opening 20 minutes. DR Congo staying in the game thanks to their goalkeeper. As Fortnite says, of course, mate, it's so good to have the World Cup matches on at good times. Yes, we are very much enjoying that. Very much enjoying not having to wake up in the middle of the night. I mean, some of the games, to be fair, have been kicking off pretty early, but yeah, it's great. You know, it's the afternoon here and we're watching World Cup football. Red Devils, Yellow Blue, thanks for that very kind super chat, my friend. Morning and Vamos Colombia, says Red Devils. And Red Devils, shout out to you as well. I did see that you joined our memberships as well, jumping on the level 1 membership. And I appreciate that super chat as well. So thank you very much, man. If anyone's interested, you can check out the memberships. You can jump on level 1 for a low amount to support the channel. And the support goes a long way to helping me keep making content here, to make more content. The more members means more content in the end, and it'll help fund my match day vlogs, getting tickets and all that kind of thing. And you can check out the level 2 memberships as well. Level 2 memberships get you access to members only live streams and videos. So feel free to check it out if you're interested. But shout out to Red Devils there for that kind super chat and joining the memberships today. Appreciate it, man. Colombia are, to be fair, in control of this game. They are dominating possession. They've had some great opportunities. And if it wasn't for DR Congo's goalkeeper, it could be not only 1-0, it could be 2 or 3-0 at this rate. There's been some great saves, some diving saves. A number of Colombia's shots coming from range. They've had maybe 3 or 4 shots that have come from at least 20 meters away from goal. So we're getting close to the first drinks break of the game. And DR Congo have to try and find a way to get themselves in this game because they can't really afford to do this for 90 minutes, Otherwise, the pressure might eventually... Ooh, that's a sore one. It's a sore one. Munoz unintentionally just collecting the leg of Masuaku there. Masuaku down hurt after that collision. What other games do we do live watch-alongs for this week? Obviously, Tunisia, Japan earlier on the weekend. We were also live for New Zealand's game against Egypt. That was actually an entertaining game, a bit of an end-to-end game. Egypt defeating New Zealand 3-1 the other day. And in that live watch-along, man, we were rooting for New Zealand. We did want to see them do well, and they had the lead at the break. New Zealand were up 1-0, and Egypt just flipped the game in that second half with that 3-1 win. Thank you again, Red Devils, very kind. I really appreciate that super chat. Says, by the way, to be fair to Paraguay, still a strong opponent, lol. Says they even got some of the Prem and ex-Prem players, mate. Yes, we're certainly aware of that. Alderete, right? One of their defenders plays for Sunderland, right? If I'm not mistaken. And we do know they will be without Miguel Almiron, who is suspended, but he did. He was a former Premier League player with Newcastle United. He's not with them anymore, is he? Almiron. But we know Almiron will not be featuring against Australia, suspended because of that red card he picked up in that last game. But Red Devils, Yellow and Blue, thanks very much for the kind super chats, man. Really appreciate the support. But yes, certainly aware of Paraguay's quality. We're expecting a tough game from an Australian point of view. I think you have to be aware of their quality in attack and defensively. Such a stubborn team. I mean, they held Turkey out the other day and did it with just 10 players for that whole second half. So they will prove a very difficult test for the Socceroos, Paraguay. But I do think that if Australia played to their strengths, if we start, a strong attacking lineup with our best players starting, I think Australia can get a result out of the game. Shot from range, blocked. Colombia on the attack once more. Nice little run over the top. DR Congo just working so hard in defense here, and credit to them, man. They've been solid. The shots have been coming in, to be fair, but the score, it's still 0-0, man. It's still 0-0. So that is the positive for DR Congo, as they win the free kick in the defensive half to relieve that pressure. As Star says, DR Congo is not as good as I thought they would be. Yeah, we've got that first hydration break, by the way, as we speak. So yeah, this is a chance to reflect on that first sort of quarter of football, if you like. Star says, DR Congo not as good as I thought they'd be. I think, look, they've obviously had to do a lot of defending in this game so far. Let's have a look at some match stats after that first 23 minutes. 24 minutes now, because the stats are certainly going to favour Colombia. That is for sure. So, Colombia, 73% possession. 9 shots. 5 on target for Colombia. So that is just 27% possession for DR Congo. Just the one shot. That came in like the opening couple minutes, and it was a long-range effort from range that sailed wide. DR Congo have only had 43 passes, whereas Colombia have had 155 passes with a 92% pass accuracy, which is pretty good. So, great start for Colombia. 9 shots, 5 on target. And again, it's the goalkeeper for DR Congo, who has been ultra impressive. Lionel Mpassi-Inzao, 31-year-old goalkeeper, plays his club football in France. He has made 5 saves. He has made 5 saves already this game. So, great start for him. And there's Colombian defense. I mean, this drinks break, I tell you what, this hydration break is crucial now, especially for DR Congo, because they have to regroup here and maybe try and come up with a bit of a plan, a strategy, just to get some more control in this game. Because at this rate, it's just going to be a matter of time, you'd imagine, until Colombia do finally find the back of the net. They've been very close on a number of occasions. There's only so many saves that the goalkeeper can make, and eventually they might break through. So DR Congo have to try and wrestle back a little bit more control of this game. And as Adstar said in the live chat a moment ago there, DR Congo not as good as I thought they'd be. They are a good side. They've got good players in their team. And you look at their 2 strikers especially. I mean, Bakambu, who's playing his club football with Real Betis in the top flight of Spain. Johan Wissa plays his club football with Newcastle United in the top flight of England, of course. So they're going to try and find those guys. Obviously, those guys have barely been involved in this game, Bakambu and Wissa. So defensively, working super hard. But now, for DR Congo, as we resume play in this first half, will Colombia continue their dominance? And can Colombia find the back of the net? Because they've had a lot of good forward play, they just haven't found the goal yet. That's the only thing that's missing for Colombia. E-Bike says, Congo has done well reducing Colombia to long shots and half chances. That is true. A number of their shots have had to come from range. E-Bike also says, if they can feed the 2 forwards quickly, they can do something. Yes. There is the counter-attacking opportunities for Congo, which is what they are surely going to look to utilize in this game. Thanks for that, Steve, as well. I assume you're referring to Miguel Almiron. Steve mentions he's not anymore a Newcastle player. Says he plays with Atlanta United in the MLS now. There you go. Thanks for that, Steve. I assume you're talking about Almiron there. Miguel Almiron. It is a big blow for Paraguay, the fact that they won't be with him for the game against Australia. Miguel Almiron, one of Paraguay's star players. Alrighty, folks. So, Portugal, the other 2 teams in this group, as we know, Portugal and Uzbekistan. They played earlier today. I'm sure you guys watched that game. If you watched that game, let me know what was your reaction to that Portugal-Uzbekistan game. It was in the middle of the night for me, so I didn't watch the game, but I did catch the highlights this morning, and a great win for Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo with a couple of goals. 5-0. Good response after a 1-1 draw last week with DR Congo for Portugal. So Portugal with 4 points now, and they'll still be ahead at this stage on goal difference. Those 5 goals are really going to help them out in that aspect. But Colombia, 3-1 victory last week over Uzbekistan. For Colombia, if they win this game, they go above Portugal and they play Portugal in match day 3. So a win would be enormous here for Colombia, because it would mean But all they would need against Portugal is a draw, and they could top the group. Could Colombia be one of the dark horses at this tournament? I think, look, everyone always highly rates Colombia. They're a top team, man. One of the top sides in South America. And with the players they have, they're capable of getting a result against anyone, I reckon, in this tournament on their day. Here comes Diaz, one of their star players. Mexico on the overlap. Great chance for Colombia. Oh, desperate defending. DR Congo managed to get it away, but they got into the box there. As we were talking about before, they haven't actually gotten into the box all that often. And the counter-attack for DR Congo, unfortunately for them, breaks down. But that was another little opening there. Good play. Diaz, and then had that overlap from Mexico. Those two on the left have looked good. After half an hour of football, it is Colombia 0, DR Congo 0. It's been very one-sided, but on the scoreboard, it is all square, folks. Thanks for joining us for this live watch-along. Appreciate you tuning in. Oh, Luis Diaz, he did it again here. It's blocked, and DR Congo, again, deal with it. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already, and you can also consider sending in a super chat to support the channel or check out the memberships. Shout out to Red Devils Yellow a moment ago for sending in a couple very kind super chats. Adstart says Congo will not be able to keep Colombia out all game. Yes, that's my concern, right? Like at this rate, it's just the probability is that Colombia will just eventually find the back of the net if this game it continues in this fashion. DR Congo are coming forward now. Let's see what they can do here. Let's see if they can cause some concern at the back here for Colombia. I've got it on the right. Good defending in the end there, and Colombia will get this clear. Because yeah, man, Colombia's defense and goalkeeper haven't really had much to do with this game, to be honest. Perhaps this is part of the plan for DR Congo, just to frustrate Colombia, to keep them scoreless, to focus on defense. Maybe in the second half we'll see a bit more of an adventurous DR Congo side. Perhaps. Adstar asks, will Congo get knocked out of the round of 32 if they lose this match? Will they get knocked out of qualifying through to the round of 32 if they lose this match? If they lose this match, they still have the 1 point that they picked up against Portugal, and then they play Uzbekistan. So no, they're still good. Yeah, they're still good. Because they play Uzbekistan in the final group stage game. I tell you what, if they lose this to Colombia, then obviously they can't go above Colombia in the group. But DR Congo drew with Portugal. So there is actually a chance. There is actually a chance that DR Congo could finish above Portugal. That is if Portugal lose next week and Congo win. But yeah, the bottom line is even if Congo lose this game, they're still in, for sure. They're still in it. Like they could win next week against Uzbekistan and get 4 points, and that should be enough to get them through. Masuaku with a cross for DR Congo. Just a little bit too much power on it, unfortunately, for Masuaku. Masuaku, I remember, used to play in the English Premier League with West Ham United. Red Devil says, have you watched the Chips draw with Ghana this morning? The Chips, is that what they're referred to? Is that like a nickname? I haven't heard of that. I caught like the last 20 minutes of that game. 20 minutes, half an hour of that game. And yeah, man, England frustrated in the end because they had some great chances. Great chances. That huge chance at the end, O'Reilly's header off the post, and then Kane's shot over the bar. Chips equals England. I've never heard of that nickname, man. There you go. But yeah, man, England will be frustrated with that result. Ghana holding on for the clean sheet because it was certainly England who had the big chances at the end there, that's for sure. Adstar also says that's the biggest result for Ghana ever, the draw with England. It's a huge result. Ghana, man, I mean, they've had a good tournament so far. They'll look at this as a really successful tournament so far because They had the victory over Panama last week and a scoreless draw with England. Ghana, could they be a team to watch? Yogi, thanks for jumping in the live chat, man. Yogi says, great stream. Thanks, man. Thanks for joining in. So, DR Congo in the last couple of minutes have had a couple moves forward up the pitch, and Masuaku is going to send in a throw in here. Perhaps a long throw. Sort of a medium throw, if you like. He did get it into the box, and that's a corner. That's going to be a corner, dude. Red Devil says, that's the word I'm using, trolling the Brits. Fair enough. That's right. Oi, 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 indeed, Yogi. We've got the Aussie gear up behind us. Looking forward to Australia's game against Paraguay in a couple of days' time. As the corner comes in for Congo, and it's cleared away, but it's still on here for DR Congo. They've got some numbers in the box. Let's see if they can get another delivery in. Masuaku, dispossessed. Got to go backwards. Got to go backwards here, DR Congo. But this is better. This is a little bit better now from DR Congo. They've finally been able to get themselves further up the field and cause a little bit of headache for Colombia's defense. But the ball's going to be back with Colombia with this throw-in. Join us for our next live watch long. In a few days' time, we will be live for the double header. Obviously, we've got the simultaneous kickoffs in the groups over the next few days. We are planning to be live for Group G's games in a few days' time. That is New Zealand taking on Belgium and Egypt taking on Iran. We will be live for that double header there, those two games. And I'm looking forward to it because that group is right up in the air. Any of those teams can still qualify. None of those teams are out of contention in that group. New Zealand, Belgium, Egypt, Iran. Yogi says, DR Congo is weak or okay. What do you think? I think we're expecting to see a little bit more from them in this game. To be fair, in the last 5 minutes, they've started to show a little bit more ambition, which is good. Colombia were very, very bright in the early stages of this game. Had some great opportunities. Goalkeeper for DR Congo with some fantastic saves. So yeah, man, DR Congo probably, we just haven't seen them enough in attack. But they're starting to show some better signs now going forward. And defensively, look, they're doing a good job because they are keeping it scoreless so far. Steve also says that Kane made me remember his penalty against France with that shot. Yes, we certainly wasn't able to control it this time around as well. Harry Kane, that was a huge chance at the end of that game for England. Foul here. Is it a foul? I missed it. I looked away for a moment. Rodriguez is down, seemingly a little bit sore. Replay will be interesting. So Rodriguez, who's been good in this game so far. Yeah, just a little bit of late contact there and Rodriguez going down. Certainly a foul. Red Devils Yellow Blue, member of the channel, and a shout out again for those kind super chats a moment ago. Says, as a German fan living in Queensland and to be neutral, I'm choosing Paraguay next Friday. Fair enough, man. There you go. German fan living in Queensland. Red Devils, thanks for jumping in the live chat today and jumping on the memberships and super chats. Appreciate that. But fair enough, man. Fair enough. So, Rodriguez to swing in a free kick. It's a good delivery. Directed on goal, but the contact wasn't the best. I think a player for Colombia's just lost his boot. Is it Sanchez? Yeah, Davison Sanchez lost his boot and then committed the foul. And I wonder if that was almost like a strategic foul there from Sanchez. Just commit the foul so that he can get a second to put his boot back on. There you go. Thanks for joining us in the live chat today, everyone. This has been an intriguing game so far. No goals yet, but Colombia is certainly the stronger out of the two sides. But DR Congo are starting, it's just slowly, ever so slowly, working their way back into this World Cup Group K matchup. Group K. I wonder if they'll keep expanding the World Cup and like how many letters we'll get. K, L, M, N, O, P. Group M. Imagine that being like, hey, what group is your nation in? Oh, Group M. I'm in Group T, man. Group S. What group are you in? We're in Group W, man. Sick. It feels funny, Like obviously previously at World Cups, you go up to, it's gone up to I think Group H, but now we've obviously got Group I, Group J, Group K. Tan Lee, welcome to the live chat today, man. How's your day, Lockie? Thanks for asking, man. Appreciate that. It's been good. It has been good. Enjoying some sunny weather where I am, which is nice. It has been a little bit chilly today, but enjoying some sunny weather, enjoying some football on this morning. Well, afternoon now, in fact, it is. As DR Congo are on the attack and Sean is blocked. Cross, rather, blocked. Good signs from DR Congo in recent moments. Adstar says 64 teams would be mind-boggling. It'd be difficult to follow, right? I mean, how have you guys been keeping up with the action? We'd love to hear from you guys, actually. Have you been, watching all the games? What sort of percentage of games are you watching live, just out of curiosity? And, have you been watching replays? I'd love to hear from you guys, because, to be honest, I haven't been watching all the games live. I reckon I've watched maybe, 50% of the games live, to be honest. And any games that are in the middle of the night for us here in Australia, I'll watch and replay all the highlights, in the morning. So I feel like I've probably watched maybe at least 50% of the games live. But what about you guys? Have you been trying to watch all the games live? Yogi says, what is the time in Aussie land now? I am just, where's your city? Where are you located city-wise? I'm just north of Sydney. And what is the time now? 12:42 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon. Yogi, where are you joining us from? Thanks for jumping in the live chat. Adstar also says only concentrating on the Aussie group, Kiwi group, and Iraq group. Fair enough. Of course, Aussies have a particular interest in Iraq, with former Socceroos head coach Graham Arnold in charge of Iraq, and unfortunately, Iraq are indeed struggling at this World Cup group stage. Couple losses already. It was a close one. E-Bucks just said close one. I missed. Here's the replay. It was a close one, actually. DR Congo, that was a better cross, and Bakambu wasn't far away. I just caught the replay then. Colombia's goalkeeper claiming it, but Bakambu was not far away from a header there. It's really interesting. In the last 10 minutes, it's really evened out. DR Congo have done a good job to work their way back into the game and have limited Colombia's opportunities. It's almost like that drinks break was a little bit of a turning point. DR Congo were able to sort of turn the tide since that drinks break. Yogi says, I'm from Sweden, but I live in Norway now. Thanks for joining us all the way from Norway, man. Really appreciate that. Norway, where it's summer, and if I'm not mistaken, something that I find incredible, like people who live in Norway and those countries, closer to the North Pole, at this time of year, the sun is up for so much of the day, right? Which we've got a bunch of Aussie viewers in the live chat with us. I mean, I don't know about you guys. It seems that would be incredible. The sun staying up until I don't know what time it stays up to, but I am always amazed by that, by those countries that are close to the North Pole during those summer months. The sun is up for a very long time during the day and night, I guess. Sabster, welcome to the live stream. Says finally a live stream of someone talking English. Cheers from America, bro. Sabster, glad you found the live stream, man. Thanks for joining us. I am certainly speaking English. It may well be Aussie English, but it is still English at the end of the day. So I'm glad you found the stream, man. Thanks for jumping in the live chat. So we are close to half-time. Masuaku's corner delivery. Header goes up into the air and out of play. But again, we have clearly seen a shift in momentum here. The last 10 minutes have... DR Congo have looked much better in the last 10 minutes. Ooh, here's a chance. Long ball for Colombia. The quick break. Great chance here. The shot is blocked. Wow. Almost away and in behind there, Colombia. But credit to DR Congo's defense. They've been stubborn tonight. They have worked hard and it is still scoreless. 5 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Going back to what I was saying there about the sun being up for a long time. Yogi says, we call it midsummer. The sky's always bright this time of year. I reside inside, especially for the World Cup, says Yogi. Fair enough. That'd be wild, man. I'd love to travel to Norway or Sweden or some of those countries one day. Because that'd be wild, eh? In Australia, I mean, we don't experience anything like that here. We have daylight savings, and the latest that the sun is up till is maybe 8 p.m. That's the latest that the sun's up till maybe. Anyway, here comes Colombia. Little cross into the box, cut out. And still there on the ball in first half stoppage time. Diaz, pass, goes astray. Can DR Congo make a break? Wissa on the ball. Colombia win it back though, okay. Opening up a little bit at the end of this first half. Diaz has looked good on that left-hand side. He's been dangerous, as has Rodriguez. But it remains scoreless still. Wow, Yogi says midsummer was June 19, the longest day of the year. I think 21 hours of sunlight. Dude, that'd be wild. That'd be cool, actually, to experience. But, I don't know, it'd be difficult to get to sleep, I feel like. My body clock would struggle. Obviously, I'm not used to it, but yeah. E-Bikes is asking the question, good ref? I mean, I haven't had any qualms with any refereeing decisions in this game so far. There hasn't been any particularly controversial calls. There was Colombia did have the ball in the back of the net earlier on, but it was just a simple offside call in the end. So there hasn't really been any big sort of controversial decisions in this game so far, to be honest. Colombia are on the attack down the right-hand side. Munoz, Rodriguez combining. Daniel Munoz plays his club football with Crystal Palace in the English Premier League, and they are knocking the ball around well, but not quite well enough because DR Congo have cut it out once again, and they look to go on the quick break to Bakambu, but well cut out by Davis and Sanchez in defense for Colombia. Both teams are almost cancelling each other out a little bit here. Colombia on the attack once more. Can they find the back of the net this time? From range, it's another block. The goalkeeper for DR Congo has already made a number of great saves, but he hasn't had to make a save in a while because the defenders for DR Congo have been getting in the way of these shots and blocking them, not allowing him through. A couple minutes to go at the end of this first half. 5 minutes total added on. DR Congo looking to hold on to this clean sheet. I'm sure they're pretty keen to get to the halftime whistle and regroup, and they've showed some promising signs towards the end of this first half, DR Congo, and if it's 0-0, it's it's really going to open it up, obviously, for both sides for that second half. Red Devil says Congo really building a thick bus. They are parking the bus a little bit, aren't they? They're playing with this 5-3-2 formation, man, and it's been working pretty well so far. It's been working pretty well for them. Well done to DR Congo, who defensively so far have been so strong. With a minute to go in injury time, Colombia are trying. I mean, it's slowing down a lot for Colombia now. Like, they have the ball in the front third, in their attacking third, but it just slows down. And those Colombia players are probably feeling really frustrated. They look up and there's just 7, 8, 9, DR Congo players just in front of them, just in the box. Double-decker bus. That's right, Red Devils. Adstar says Australia has a pretty good double-decker bus too. Indeed. Australia are another team that do play with a back five. That's for sure. And hopefully that back five does play well in a couple of days' time against Paraguay to hopefully earn a result for Australia against Paraguay. So this has been a very intriguing half of football in Mexico. It's Colombia, who overall probably the better out of the two sides. It's half-time 0-0. Colombia, we'll look at the stats in a moment, but they would have had more possession and more attempts at goal. But DR Congo, man, for the first 20 minutes, half an hour, were basically full-on defense mode. But for the last 10, 15 minutes, there have been a whole lot more opportunities arriving for DR Congo. So actually, the halftime stats will be interesting. Let's take a look at it. Jump in the live chat. What do you make of this game so far? What are your predictions for the second? What's your score prediction for the second half? How do you expect this game to play out? It feels a tricky one to call. It does, even though Colombia have looked probably the better of the two sides. Wow, yeah, the stats, man. I mean, Colombia have had 2/3 of possession. Stats according to FOTMob, 2/3 of possession. Colombia have had 14 efforts at goal, 6 on target, 5 of those saved by the goalkeeper. DR Congo have just had 2 efforts, and neither of them have been on target. Yeah. How about that? So, in regards to the shot statistics, Colombia, much stronger in that department. Much stronger. And with the chances that they've had, they probably should be ahead. But to be fair at the same time, a lot of their shots, looking at the shot map on FOTMob, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots have come from outside the box for Colombia. They have certainly gotten in the box on a number of occasions, but 6 efforts from outside the box for Colombia. And, I mean, shout out, credit to the goalkeeper for DR Congo. His name is Lionel Mpassi Nzao. He plays his club football in France, 31-year-old goalkeeper. He's already had to make, 5 saves? 6 saves. 6 saves so far in that first half. Very, very solid game for the DR Congo goalkeeper so far. Rodriguez has been good. Diaz has looked dangerous. Some good runs from Suarez as well through the middle for Colombia. But so far in this game, Colombia unable to find in the back of the net. Adstar is predicting a 1-1 draw or a 1-0 win for Colombia. Alrighty. MP Reaper. That's right. I love a random question. MP Reaper says, random question from the States. What exactly is a kookaburra? We have a few kookaburra cafes over here. Kookaburra is a bird, and they are extremely common. Around where I live, there's heaps. You hear them all the time. So kookaburra is a bird native to Australia, and they have the best call. It's great. It's a great bird call. We love kookaburras. And the Kookaburras are the nickname of an Australian sporting team, which I'm blanking on right now. Are the Kookaburras the nickname of Australia's field hockey team? Someone in the live chat correct me. I apologise. I'm blanking. But the Kookaburras are the nickname of one of Australia's sporting teams. I think it might be field hockey, if I remember that correctly. Alrighty. So, Steve says Australia versus Paraguay will be a defensive match for the next generations to learn. Two teams who certainly do know how to defend. That is for sure. That is for sure. So, a first half that was dominated by Colombia. And for DR Congo, not too many chances at all. Not too much of the ball. A lot of defending. But DR Congo will probably be okay with that half considering the scoreline. With the way that half played out, it's 0-0. So DR Congo are in this game. And we remember to last week, Portugal won, DR Congo won. So DR Congo know how to grind out a draw, grind out a result. And they are, they're on the way. on the way to another point here. The only thing is, a point today for DR Congo would pretty much, I mean, 2 points, would that be enough to get them through as a third place team? Probably not. It would put maybe just a little bit of pressure on them to get a result against Uzbekistan. So in this group, as it stands, the group standings, Portugal currently top of the group, 4 points, +5 on the goal difference. Big win earlier today for Portugal, a 5-0 win over Uzbekistan. So Portugal on top. Colombia level on points right now as well, 4 points, but behind Portugal, 3 goals behind on the goal difference. DR Congo with the 2 points so far, draw at this stage, and Uzbekistan, 2 losses for them so far. But Uzbekistan are actually still in the chase for the knockout stage. If Uzbekistan would have to beat DR Congo next week, but having said that, if DR Congo win today, Uzbekistan are out. That much is simple. If DR Congo win this game in the end, Uzbekistan are out. There's no way Uzbekistan can get through. Of course, at this World Cup, points come first, obviously, and then it goes to head-to-head, which has made the groups quite fascinating, actually. It's not just goal difference, it's head-to-head that takes priority. Thanks, everyone, for joining us today. It's great to see so many people joining us and some people from all across the world. We've got Yogi, who's joining us from Norway. We've got some folks joining us from the States, from USA. And, of course, a bunch of Aussie viewers, as always. If this is your first time, wow, there's my Aussie accent coming out. If this is your first time checking out the channel, my name's Lockie. The focus here is on Australian football. We just yesterday uploaded our Australia-Paraguay match preview. If you haven't done so yet, consider checking that out if you're interested. Talking about that game, especially from the Socceroos point of view and how it could play out and what we might see from the starting 11 for Australia. But hit that like button if you haven't done so already. You can also consider supporting the channel by sending in a super chat or joining the memberships. Shout out to Red Devils Yellow Blue for a couple kind super chats earlier and for joining the memberships today. Okie dokie. Vegemite, we've got. It's great. It's great talking about Aussie culture today. I don't mind these questions. We're talking about kookaburras before. Yogi's mentioned Vegemite in the chat. I don't know about you guys. I don't know about my fellow Aussies in the chat. I'm actually not a fan of Vegemite. I don't know if that's un-Australian for me to say. To be fair, I don't know many people that actually eat Vegemite. Doesn't seem to be super common in this day and age, at least. And Adstar, sorry, I missed your comment a moment ago. I was wondering which sporting team is nicknamed the Kookaburras, and Adstar, thanks for confirming. Yeah, it's the field hockey men's team. There you go. I knew it was, I had a feeling it was field hockey. Yeah. Yogi asks, what are Aussie's chances, do you think? Yeah, man. Look, obviously, as we know, Australia just need a win or a draw against Paraguay to get through. Paraguay game is going to be really tough. Even a loss could, depending on how the third place teams, play out, even a loss might even be enough for Australia to get through. But of course, the focus is on winning that game against Paraguay. I think Australia should get through to the round of 32. I think that's the expectation for Australia. I think we are capable of getting a result against Paraguay, acknowledging that Paraguay are a really tough opponent. And then from there, man, I mean, it all depends on who we get in the round of 32. There's a good chance that Australia finish second in the group. That means Australia will play the team that finishes second in Group G. That could be anyone at this stage. It could be Belgium. It could be New Zealand, Iran, Egypt. I mean, Australia versus New Zealand in the round of 32. That would be fun. But for that to happen, New Zealand would have to defeat Belgium on the weekend, which is it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. So, but yeah, man, that group could look anyway. So, from an Australian point of view, for the knockout rounds, I want to avoid Belgium. I would love to avoid Belgium if at all possible, because I feel like that would be a very tough matchup indeed. Red Devils Yellow, thanks again for the kind super chat, man. Really appreciate your support of the channel. Says Vietnamese, Hanoian, excuse me for my mispronunciation of that, Hanoian and German fan living in South Bank, Queensland here. Dude, that's a wonderful mix of of cultures there. Thanks for joining us today, man. Really appreciate it. Hope the weather's good in Queensland. I'm sure it is. Queensland obviously has a lot of beautiful weather. It was a bit down in New South Wales. It was a little bit of a chilly morning this morning. But yeah, hopefully you're having some nice weather up there in Queensland. Love Queensland, man. Love Queensland. I've only been there a few times, but yeah, beautiful place with some beautiful cities. So the second half, not too far away in this Group K matchup between Colombia and DR Congo. It is 0-0. On another day, honestly, Colombia could be up 3-0 on another day if it wasn't for DR Congo's goalkeeper. He's been great. Very, very good. Adstuff says, Queensland in the winter months is perfect weather. Yeah, man, it's a good place to hang out in winter. I could see how Queensland could get a little bit uncomfortable in the summer, obviously with the heat, but yeah, man, during winter time, Queensland's a good place to be. 20 degrees in Queensland, that's not too bad. What's the temperature where I am? 17, 18. Yeah, it's bouncing around about 17, 18 down here. So there you go, just that little bit warmer in Queensland. I love it. Thanks for again for that kind super chat. Red Devils Yellow Blue supporting the channel. Yogi, hey, thanks for that compliment, mate. Says you are a great YouTuber. Says Yogi says I went to Sydney, Gold Coast, Adelaide. You got a female friend that studied wine in Adelaide. Wow, studied wine? You can study wine? That's cool, man. Love it. I've never been to Adelaide. Would love to get to Adelaide. Actually, over this upcoming A-League season, which, I mean, the A-League season expected to get underway in October, would love to get to some more away days this coming A-League season, man. For any new viewers joining us, I am a fan of Central Coast Mariners and hoping to get to some away days. So, hey, I might have to get out to Adelaide this season for an away day. Even Queensland, actually. We'd love to get back to Queensland. Perhaps a Brisbane Roar away day. The mighty Brisbane Roar. Well, I say mighty, but in recent seasons, they, unfortunately for them, haven't been as mighty as they used to be. Brisbane Roar, they have been struggling of late. We do a lot of A-League content here on the channel. And we'll have some A-League content on the way. We put out a video a couple of days ago as well, reacting to the Australia Cup round of 32 draw. Some big games on the way in the Australia Cup round of 32. Those matches are getting underway next month. We love that competition, man. The Australia Cup is a whole lot of fun. You've got the top flight sides, the A-League sides coming up against some state level sides, some NPL sides. So it's always a fun competition to watch, that's for sure. Adsta asks, do A-League clubs organise bus travel to long-distance opponents? Not for long distance, not regularly. In New South Wales has 5 A-League clubs in Newcastle Jets, Central Coast Mariners, Macarthur FC, Western Sydney Wanderers, Sydney FC. A lot of those clubs do bus travel to other games in New South Wales, generally because the drive is maybe an hour or two. So yeah, I know for a fact that Mariners in the past have done bus travel for fans, but not for interstate, unless it's like a grand final. Like I remember, I'm pretty sure for the Australia Cup final last year, Newcastle Jets had a bus go down from Newcastle to Melbourne, which is obviously a bit of a drive, but yeah, not for those interstate trips, but for those closer ones, yeah, there's definitely some bus travel. So, Tarnley says, so FOTMob there, they're the best third place team. They're in the best third place team, and New Zealand is not on it. FOTMob, they're the best. Yes, because New Zealand are 4th at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'll have a look, actually. I'll have a look at FOTMob right now. Not sponsored by FOTMob, but it is the app that I use. I just find it the easiest to use, personally. So, as it stands, with the third place teams, the teams are Colombia and DR Congo are returning to the pitch as we speak, by the way. Third place teams, Sweden, Scotland, Croatia, Algeria, Paraguay currently are top of those third place group teams. All those teams that I just mentioned are on 3 points each. Cape Verde are in there. Belgium. So Cape Verde, Belgium, and DR Congo, as it stands, currently on 2 points each. Czechia, Ecuador, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Senegal are going to need some points. They're going to need some points in match day 3, that's for sure. And it's great on FOTMob. They show like the as it stands knockout stage. So as it stands, there are some genuinely intriguing matchups. As it stands, we could get Colombia versus Ghana in the round of 32. That'd be interesting. What else could we get? DR Congo. If DR Congo finish where they are, they will be playing England. As it stands, in the round of 32, we could get England playing DR Congo. Very interesting. As it stands as well, if Group G stays as it is, Australia will be playing Iran in the round of 32. Oh, wow. As it stands, we could also get Portugal, Croatia in the round of 32. That'd be a huge game. Wow. Brazil versus Japan possibly in the round of 32. Netherlands, Morocco possibly in the round of 32. Dude, there's like just crazy games wherever you look. Incredible. So very much looking forward to the round of 32. We'll have a bunch of live watch-alongs for the knockout stage as well, of course. Knockout stage getting underway, next week? This tournament's like flying by a little bit. I always like, sometimes you guys ever feel like that? Like, you get a couple weeks of the World Cup and you're like, oh, it's like it went by too quickly. It's just, we've just gotten into the flow now of just this daily football. Halftime change for Congo. Sadiki's on, midfielder. Second half is getting back underway, folks. Here we go. Fantastic stadium in Mexico. A lot of Colombia fans in the stands for this one. I have seen some pockets of DR Congo fans as well, but we are back underway. Now, it is 0-0. But you've been watching this game so far. It's Colombia who have been the better of the two sides so far in regards to like possession and shots at goal and going forward. They've looked dangerous. Played well, Colombia. But DR Congo have been defending resolutely. They've been strong. They've been stubborn. And it's 0-0. So far, it's 0-0. The result itself, a draw here should be enough for Colombia to get through to the knockout stage. It'll take them to 4 points. A draw, look, is still okay for DR Congo. Keeps them in the mix, but a win would obviously be much more favourable, that's for sure. E-Bikes is back in Congo to score first, says Axel Twanzebe. Axel Twanzebe, his job has been defending so far, but we'll see. Maybe he could pop up with a set-piece goal. Tan Lee says, round of 16, we could meet Argentina again if we make it through. Yes, yeah, indeed, Tan. Wouldn't that be something? Another round of 16 matchup with Argentina for Australia? That'd be difficult, especially with the form that Lionel Messi is in. I don't think anyone would want to play Argentina right now, or ever for that matter, just because they are so good. So yeah, man. It could happen. Dude, and I'll tell you what, if Australia make it to the round of 16, I think that's a pretty solid run. That would be a great achievement. Yeah, if we could win our first ever knockout stage game, round of 32, if we could win in the round of 32, our first knockout stage game, I think that would be a pretty historic achievement for Australia. Yogi says Iran is doing great. Yeah, man, they've been really competitive in this tournament so far. Couple draws for them. So for Iran, they had that 2-2 draw with New Zealand, and they had the draw with Belgium as well a couple of days ago. And credit to them, man. Iran, they're a good side. They've got good players in their team, and yeah, man, that group in particular, and we will be doing a live watch-along for that group. It's Group G. We will be doing a live watch-along in a few days' time for that double simultaneous kickoff New Zealand will be taking on Belgium, and then Egypt will be taking on Iran. So we'll be doing a live stream for that one. So feel free to join us for that one if you are interested. And if you have been enjoying this live watch along, you can consider hitting the like button if you haven't done so already. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We recently launched channel memberships as well, so feel free to check those out. You can also consider sending in a super chat. Yogi says number 1 France, number 2 Argentina, number 3, as in like who could win this tournament? Yeah, I think Spain could be there in the end. I do think England will have a good run at this tournament as well. Those are the two that spring to mind. Spain, great response from them yesterday. Got a 4-0 victory against Saudi Arabia after having a draw with Cape Verde on match day 1. So that was an important victory for Spain yesterday. Colombia controlling the ball, working it forward, looking for the opportunity. Down the right-hand side, it's going to be a corner on the way for Colombia. Tarnley says, it's official, Lecky is ruled out of the Paraguay game. Has that just dropped? Is this breaking news right now that you're giving to me, mate? I need to check social media. Corner on the way for Colombia. But that is big news for Australia, if that is indeed confirmed. DR Congo defend that set piece. Colombia, a great opportunity. Chance in the box. Wide. How have they missed? I think it was Arias. In the end, Arias, with the effort that went wide, what a chance. Oh my goodness, this is maybe Colombia's best chance of the game. Arias has just dragged the shot wide. And as E-Bike says, yes, another unbelievable save. And Pasienzao, the goalkeeper for DR Congo, has made that is probably save number 7, I think now it is. We're losing track, we're losing count. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. He's had a great game so far. As Coral also says, wow, that Congo goalkeeper. Another unbelievable save. Fantastic stuff, man. Fantastic. Yeah, Congo. They have kept this Colombia side scoreless so far. Colombia have had so many opportunities. And there's still a whole lot more football to go. That looks like a foul. It is. Just a little bit too much contact there on Tuanzebe by Suarez. That's right, Steve. Steve in the live chat says, the World Cup of goalkeepers continue. There's been some truly remarkable goalkeeping performances. Curaçao's Eloy Room the other day with 15 saves against Ecuador, which was just incredible. So yeah, there's been some really top goalkeeping performances, that's for sure. Patrick Beach for Australia in match day 1 was exceptional. There's been heaps. So it's late night in Guadalajara, Mexico, where this game is being played. Plenty of Colombian fans in the stands for this one. Great opportunity for Colombia a moment ago. So close to that breakthrough goal. They've come close on a number of occasions. Will they find it? Colombia fans, so many of them in the stadium, urging their team on here. So many of them desperate to celebrate a goal here. They've come close on so many occasions now. Well done, Wan-Bissaka. He's won the ball. There's a counter-attack opportunity here for Congo. Bakambu is central. He's got it out to Wissa. Yohan Wissa teeing it up for the strike, and it sails wide from range. But that is what DR Congo are capable of there. It was a great win of the ball by Wan-Bissaka in his defensive half and drove forward, and all of a sudden the space just opened right up. Great run. The shot in the end just unable to find the target. But this is, again, this has been actually an entertaining game, despite the fact that it is just 0-0. It's a real intriguing match. Because you've got a Colombia side who are looking good and creating chances, but DR Congo are making this a really fascinating match. So solid in defense and are now starting to find some chances going forward on the counter-attack. Wissa is good. Johan Wissa. English Premier League experience. He's currently at Newcastle United in England. He was previously at Brentford as well. He's got experience, knows how to score at a high level in the English Premier League. So could he show up? Could he step up with a crucial goal here in the World Cup? In this crucial game between Colombia and DR Congo. Will we? Will we get the goal? Will we get the goal? DR Congo have just been so well organised all game. They've really made, even though Colombia have created a number of scoring opportunities, they've made Colombia really work for it in this game. It hasn't been an easy game for Colombia, that's for sure. There's a lot of energy that's being exerted here in this contest in Guadalajara, Mexico. This is the final game of Match Day 2, by the way, folks. Match Day 3 gets underway tomorrow. So it just gets busier and busier. So much football every day for the next few days. Who will step up here? Who will make the difference for their side? The longer this goes on, the more nervous it gets for both teams. Look, a draw is an okay result for Colombia. That would take them to 4 points and should see them through to the knockout stage. And for DR Congo, I mean, a draw would take them just to 2 points and it wouldn't be done. You'd imagine 2 points. Not sure if that would be enough to get them through. They would love a win. It would be incredible here, actually, with the way this game's been played. It would be incredible if DR Congo were to go on to win this thing. It would be an enormous result for them. And a win for them would just about secure their place in the knockout stage. And that, I think, is our first yellow card of the game. It's gone to one of Colombia's defenders. Because I think it was it Wissa that was fouled there? Breaking forward. Tell you what, I think I agree with that decision. You could see how the defender for Colombia just had no eyes on the ball and just clearly sort of stepped across to lock down the defender there. Lukumi, the centre back for Colombia, stepping across, making the block. Got to be a yellow card. Looks like we've got some more subs on the way, folks. Cedric Bakambu hasn't really been able to influence this game too much. It's not his fault. Colombia have just been pushing DR Congo back so much. DR Congo having to do so much defending, so Bakambu hasn't really been able to find too many opportunities to score in this game. But the substitute, number 23, Banza, is on to replace Bakambu. A double change also on the way for Colombia as they look to inject some fresh legs to try and finally find a goal in this game. They've worked so hard, but they're just missing. That's all they're missing is the goal. All they're missing is the goal, Colombia. So it's Suarez that comes off. He's worked hard. He made some good attacking runs and had some opportunities, but just not enough in the end. And he's off. James Rodriguez, interesting substitution. James Rodriguez also off as well. He was good so far. So Quintero's on, Cordoba on. 2 attacking changes there for Colombia with the intention to try and unlock DR Congo's defense. DR Congo's free kick, a little bit too much on it. Goes out for a goal kick. I do have to try and utilize these set pieces. I do have to make sure they are effective from the set pieces, DR Congo, because they may not get too many opportunities for the rest of this game. They've only had a couple of shots at goal, and the set pieces is going to be where the goals might come from for both teams. Because from open play, while Colombia have come close, no goals after almost an hour of football in Guadalajara. They've just shown the XG on the broadcast, 1.4 for Colombia. They have had some great chances. DR Congo, I think theirs was 0.2. But there you go, Colombia, the XG, 1.4. But they are still scoreless. They've had some great opportunities to find the back of the net. The scoreline remains 0-0. Let's see what Colombia can create here. Down the right-hand side, Quintero for Munoz. And you just see this DR Congo side. They're dropping into like a 5-3-2 formation, but Wissa's dropping deep. So it's almost like a 4... It's almost like a 5-4-1 with Yohan Wissa almost dropping into midfield. So Diaz on the left, he's the guy that Colombia need to get on the ball a whole lot more. Luis Diaz, he's so good at taking on defenders. Colombia knocking it around the edge of the box. Could they find an opening at last? Down the right-hand side. Unable to keep it in play. Frustration for Colombia as the hour mark has ticked by right there. Juan Quintero, 50th appearance for Colombia today, and he's now wearing the captain's armband after replacing James Rodriguez. But yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that they did take off Rodriguez. I mean, I thought he was having a pretty good game so far. And I mean, if you're trying to unlock a stubborn defense, Rodriguez is the kind of player that you'd want to have on the field, right? Yeah. Yogi, thanks for that, man. Yogi says this is a very good stream. Have been looking for something like this. Chill, nice chat. Yes, that's definitely what we want to go for here. It's chill, it's friendly, it's welcoming for everyone, and it's great to have all you joining us here for this live watch along. This has been a very intriguing game so far, so appreciate that, Yogi. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, you can hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Appreciate it, man. Your home team's playing tomorrow, says Yogi. All the best to them. Colombia with a free kick opportunity in the forward half. It's a fair way out from goal, but the opportunities are continuing to arrive. Oh, it's quickly taken. Here we go. Colombia in the box. It's cleared away. Offside flag is up. I think that call was correct too. The run was just a little bit too early, but trying to catch the defense out there. If DR Congo can hold on from here, it'll be such a big confidence booster. I think just defensively, if they can hold Colombia scoreless, that'll be a good achievement for them. But I think we're all hoping to see a bit more from DR Congo for the remaining half an hour of this game. Hopefully they get some more opportunities to show what they can do in attack, because they really haven't had much. Coral says, man, this Congo defense is tough to break. Indeed, they've been so resolute, so well organized. Member, Twanzebe. Who else is in there? Juan Bissaka on the right has been great. Masuaku on the left. Yeah, man. Of course, Yogi, we can talk about the next games. Absolutely. Very busy time in the World Cup. Yogi, which games are you looking forward to? This is Bosnia versus Qatar. Yeah. I mean, well, what's the state of play in that group? It's Group B, isn't it? Bosnia versus Qatar. That is one match that's coming up. Is Qatar... No, they got a draw against Switzerland. So both those teams are still in it. Aren't they? Bosnia and Qatar. Both teams on a point, right? I don't have the standings in front of me, but both teams on a point. So that is actually a big game because the winner of that game could go through to the knockout phase. Adstar says Bosnia should beat Qatar. Tarnley says, what if Australia draw with Paraguay? That Australia would get second. Yeah. Australia would finish second. So a win, yeah, regardless of whether it's as a corner comes in for Colombia, good punch by the goalkeeper. Regardless of whether Australia win or draw, they will definitely finish second. A loss, if Paraguay win, they obviously overtake Australia. Australia will drop to third. But it doesn't necessarily mean that Australia will out. We'll have to see how the third place teams shape up. So even if Australia lose, they could still go through. That's right, E-Bucks. Lionel, Mpasi, and Zhao. That is the goalkeeper for DR Congo. And I think he's been player of the match so far. Very, very good. Very, very good. Plays for Le Havre, French club, yeah. Colombia have had a good spell of set pieces here. In the last few minutes, they've had a few free kicks and corners, but nothing really working out for them. I want to see DR Congo go for it a little bit here. I want to see them... I don't even know if they've had a strike in... Oh, no, I think they've had one shot in the second half. They had a long-range effort that went wide following a quick break, a quick counter-attack. So I want to see... DR Congo, the defense has been great, but let's see what they can do in the attack, man. I want to see them get forward. So Wan-Bissaka with the throw in the defensive half, flicked on, and it's a free kick, which goes the way of Colombia. Okay. So the referee currently having some words with the, I think that's the Colombia's head coach there. So yet another set piece for Colombia. Seemingly they take it quickly because they're building across the back line, which is positioned on that halfway line. So many players behind the ball for DR Congo. They've won it back. Here we go. Come on. Come on, DR Congo. I want to see what they can do here. Down the right-hand side, looking for the run. Can't keep it in play. DR Congo just seemingly, while they are defending exceptionally well, they are seemingly struggling to really string anything together in attack. Only a few efforts at goal in this game compared to Colombia. We've had chance after chance after chance. But that's the wondrous thing about football. Both teams playing quite differently, but on the scoreboard, it's all even. It's 0-0. Remarkable. Will it stay this way? That's the question. The pace of the game has slowed down quite a bit as well in the last 10 minutes, I've noticed. A lot of stoppages. A lot of fouls. Steve also said last game of round 2, last round of group stage will be interesting to watch. Definitely, dude. There is, in just about every group, there is, because obviously now with the inclusion of, a bunch of third place teams, there is only a few teams who are actually ruled out of this World Cup now, heading into the final match day. So it means for match day 3 in the group stage, it's almost like a mini preview of the knockout stage. It's a mini knockout stage over the next few days. So we've got the final hydration break of the game happening right now, by the looks of things. Perhaps a time to talk things over in regards to tactics as well, and a chance for both these teams to try and figure out how they can find a goal. That's all that this game is missing, is a goal. It still says Colombia's reputation will get hurt if they fail against Congo. I mean, yeah, when you look at the rankings and everything, Colombia are definitely favourites. You look at the fans in the stadium. There's a lot of fans supporting Colombia. I think the expectation is that they should win this game, while also acknowledging that DR Congo are a good side, man. So, yeah, dude, it will be a blow for Colombia. But even if they draw, it's still like not a bad result. They will still likely get through. Well, 4 points should almost certainly be enough to get you through to the knockout stage. But of course, Colombia, the next game coming up is against Portugal. That's going to be tough. Coral says Colombia looks frustrated. I feel like they might overcommit and get hit with a Congo counter. That is a genuine possibility of happening. It is a possibility of happening. As you say, Colombia are starting to look a little bit frustrated, and as this game goes on, they might commit more and more numbers get forward to try and force that goal. And obviously, when you commit more numbers forward, that's going to leave more spaces at the back. More chances for DR Congo to find something on the counter-attack. So yeah, man. That's the tricky thing for Colombia. It's like you want to get this win. You want to grab onto that knockout stage place. And obviously, there's a real appeal here for Colombia to win, because if they win, they will be above Portugal in the group. And that would mean the next week, or in the next few days, when they play Portugal, Colombia will just then have to get a draw to top the group, which is, big advantage. Big advantage. Coral also says, Congo, the definition of parking the bus at this point. They have been certainly doing a lot of defending, that's for sure. They've been working so hard at the back. They've done so well to keep the clean sheet so far. Goalkeeper Mpasu Nzawa's made numerous saves, some brilliant saves. And it looks like we are set to have some more substitutions here as well. Couple of changes for DR Congo by the looks of things. Some fresh legs on the way. I wonder if DR Congo will consider changing up the shape at all. Probably not, but yeah. So Kayembe and Masuaku coming off. They've both had good games. Masuaku's been working hard on that left-hand side, trying to get some attacks going as well early in this in the second half and late in the first half as well. So Piquel and Kayembe coming on. More fresh legs for DR Congo. So, 0-0. Less than 20 minutes of regulation time to go. Who's going to be the one to step up and just show their quality? Well, there's been quality in defense so far. It has been lacking in attack. Specifically for DR Congo. Just haven't seen enough from them going forward. Colombia have had numerous golden opportunities. Again, I'm thinking back to that chance. I think it was Arias for Colombia early in the second half. Had that great chance where he dragged his effort wide of the goal. It's a huge opportunity, and Colombia might, at the end of this game, be looking back at those moments in this contest. Those crucial moments that could have changed the outcome of this game. Next live watch along on this channel is in a few days' time. We will be live for the simultaneous kickoff in Group G. Belgium taking on New Zealand. Egypt playing Iran. We'll be doing a live stream for that one. So join us in a few days' time. There's Congo. Shot in the box. Cross comes in. Great chance. Oh my goodness, what an opportunity. Appeals for a handball. And Colombia get it away, but that was a great chance. What an opportunity. What an opportunity. E-Bikes, as E-Bikes says in the live chat, there we go. Congo was on it. Wow. The substitutions seemingly making an impact. Injecting a little bit of life into DR Congo's attack. Because that was a huge opportunity. A shot inside the penalty area. It's been a rare attack there for DR Congo's forwards. They are still on the ball now. Switch out to the left is not quite accurate enough though. Colombia back in possession. But there you go. Just another little warning sign there that DR Congo are capable. Colombia's got a player in behind here. The flag has stayed down and it's a great save. The flag is up now. I mean, it looked like it clearly should have been offside. It was in the end. Luis Diaz just drifting into an offside position there. Coral says, Congo on the attack now. Guess they're tired of sitting in the bus. I mean, maybe this is part of the plan, perhaps, for DR Congo to focus on defense. And then towards the end of this game, we're getting these replays of this. Yeah, no handball for me. I agree with that call. Yeah, man. They're clearly going for it late on here, DR Congo. But yeah, definitely no handball. The ball, I think, did strike the hand of Mahika, but his hand was like basically behind his body. He was tucked it right in, so that's definitely the correct decision. It's never going to be a handball decision. Ooh, play for Colombia goes down. Oh, the shot's in! Colombia finally score! They've got the breakthrough. What a moment. They've finally got the breakthrough. Just as DR Congo was starting to look a little bit more likely to finally get something out of this game. It's Colombia who finally break the deadlock. What a chance and what a goal. Finally, says Coral. The Colombia fans, there's so many of them in this stadium in Guadalajara. They are celebrating this goal. And it is Daniel Munoz who plays his club football with Crystal Palace in the English Premier League. Munoz scores. He's had a good game. He's had some great chances. In fact, he put the ball in the back of the net early in this match, in the first half. It was ruled out due to an offside, but Munoz, he may well be a right fullback, but he is there providing the attacking outlet. Great finish as well. I mean, it came through to him. He was unmarked. This DR Congo defense that has been so well organized all game, the space opened up for Munoz and a left-footed finish across the ground. And Zhao, the goalkeeper for DR Congo, who has been so good today, he just seemingly caught out. I don't know, was there a deflection on that maybe? And Zhao seemingly wanting to dive to his right, but the ball sliding in at the near post. Colombia, what a moment. So many efforts at goal, and finally they have the breakthrough. E-Bike says, beautiful finish. Fainting to the far post and then going near. Yeah, true. Maybe that is what forced. Maybe that is what caused Zhao to almost dive to his right. Munoz just deceiving the goalkeeper there. Now, this is very interesting, folks. There's still a good amount of time remaining in this game. Colombia lead. Richard Rios has also just come on. Another substitute. Arias off. And Rios is on. But this is interesting now because DR Congo, who have been doing so much defending in this match, and have done so well to keep it scoreless up until now. They haven't shown us much in attack, but now they have to go for it here. As it stands, it's big ramifications for this group as well. With that goal, Colombia, they are in again. They're in again. Is it a goal? Is it offside? No. Is it a goal? There's a bit of confusion on the field. Diaz has just chipped the ball to the back of the net. Is it offside? I don't think it's a goal. Or was it a foul? Might have even been a foul. Ooh, not much contact, to be honest. There was a bit of contact, but it didn't look like much. Anyway, no goal. It was a good finish though, E-Bucks, wasn't it? But not gonna count in the end. And that's right, Yogi. It can certainly still be a draw. There is plenty of time left for DR Congo. So that was Munoz's second goal at this World Cup. Quite incredible for a player who plays at right back. But he was there, the right place, right time, and stepped up with a beautiful finish to finally break through for Colombia. But DR Congo, we have to see what they do here, because they've been so focused on defense for so much of this game. And now they have to go for it. Wan-Bissaka, forward pass is cut off. And Colombia, they are now top of this group. They are now above Portugal, and that is a big advantage. They play Portugal in a few days' time in the final group stage game for them. That's a good forward pass. Colombia in behind down the left. It's Diaz. Surely. Brilliant goal. Offside flag's up. Brilliant goal, but offside flag is up. But VAR, we'll see if they intervene here, as Luis Diaz is, can't believe it. The flag is up. We have ticked past into the final 10 minutes of regulation time. Was he offside? Yeah, the replays look like he was just a bit offside there. Another offside, that's right, E-Bikes. Steve says Uzbekistan are not out, so this is a good thing here. Is that true? Yes. No. Yeah. Yes. Of course. Of course. I mean, Uzbekistan are going to need a good result. They would need to win against DR Congo in a few days' time, and the difficult thing for Uzbekistan is that the goal difference isn't looking great. I think they're -7 now. -7 on the goal difference of Uzbekistan. So they would need, you would imagine, a pretty substantial victory over DR Congo to make it through to the knockouts. But they are still alive. That's right, Steve. Uzbekistan are still in the race. As are DR Congo. This result doesn't spell the end for DR Congo. It would leave them on just 1 point. And it would mean that they would need a result, most likely a win, needed in their final group stage game against Uzbekistan. So that could be a big game. Match day 3 is Portugal, Colombia, and then Uzbekistan, DR Congo. Wow. So DR Congo just made yet another sub as they look to try and get back into this contest. And now, Colombia. I mean, it's interesting. They've scored the goal, but they don't seem all that focused on defending right now. They're actually looking pretty keen to find a second goal. They want that second, and they would seal it. At this late stage, most likely, it could well seal it. Colombia, they've got a corner. No, it's another offside flag. Colombia seemingly can't avoid the offside flags at this stage. Flag keeps going up, this time on Cordoba. So DR Congo moving the ball around the back, but need to get it up the other end of the pitch. They've got to try and find a way to shift everyone forward here. Long ball. Let's see where they can get happening here. And it comes forwards. Some combative play in the middle of the park, and free kick goes the way of Colombia in the middle. It's been a good game for Colombia. It's been a good game. I mean, while DR Congo have defended really well today, Colombia, I think, deserved the lead. The overall play has been solid. Defensively, they've been pretty comfortable. And I think they probably do deserve the 1-goal lead. It could have been more on another day. But credit to DR Congo and their goalkeeper, and very solid defense. I think DR Congo is still a great chance to make a good run at this tournament. But Colombia, they're coming forward again. That's a good interception. Still alive for Colombia. Rios. Nice little chip over the top, but it goes through for a goal kick. So, the minutes are ticking by. We haven't really had too many injury stoppages in this half. There's been a lot of fouls and free kicks in this half of football, that's for sure. But there hasn't actually been any major lengthy stoppages, it seems, in this half. So, I don't think we'll see much of stoppage time. Colombia, 17 attempts at goal, 8 on target, according to the broadcast. 17 at goal, 8 on target. And just the 4 shots at goal for DR Congo, and they have not even found the target. So that sums it up for you. Colombia, pretty dominant in this game. That's fair to say. They have dominated this game. And for DR Congo, they just haven't been able to get their attackers into this match. E-Buck says Colombia's centre-backs deserve a shout-out too. Yeah. They're like... There has been, the odd occasion where DR Congo have gotten forward. I mean, Colombia have done a good job of just sort of shutting everything down, not allowing Colombia to get any efforts on target. Edge of the box now. Colombia's long-range shots. Sails wide. It's going to be a corner, though. Deflection. I love the ref's cam. The referee view. It is cool. What do you guys make of like the ref cam? Like, it's pretty much every referee, isn't it, in this tournament has to wear like a camera on their head. But there's been they get some great angles right on the field of the action, man. It's fun. I do enjoy the referee view. It's something different. It's something unique. But it's cool. So Quintero's corner. Colombia, could they seal it with a second? Long range shots, but good save. Still on, cleared, half cleared. Now it's cleared, only as far as Mojica. Oh, what's going on here? Is it a free kick? It's a free kick that goes the way of DR Congo. Bit of commotion in the box. G'day, No Name. No Name says, Australia-Paraguay game will be interesting. Both teams like to play defensive for counterattacks. That is it's certainly going to be an interesting aspect of the game in regards to like who is going to step up and control that match. As an Aussie, obviously hoping that the Socceroos do control that game. I mean, we've got the quality to do it, and hopefully Australia do start with a strong 11 and really go for that game. But yeah, as we've seen so far in this tournament, both Paraguay and Australia pretty content to sit back and do a lot of defending. Paraguay defending in pretty much like a 4-4-2 defensive block, whereas Australia defend with the back 5. So 2 different sort of tactical setups, formation-wise. But yeah, man, it should be tactically a very interesting game, Australia-Paraguay. Looking forward to it. We won't be doing a live watch-along for that one in 2 days' time, but our next live watch-along is for that Group G simultaneous kickoff in a few days' time. We will be doing the live stream for New Zealand, Belgium, and Egypt, Iran. Those 2 games happening at the same time. So, this long throw for DR Congo doesn't quite work out. It's cleared away. Ooh, bit of a collision and a bit of a... Does it look like there was a bit of afters there between the 2 players? Anyway, play on. DR Congo showing a bit of desperation now as they look to try and get back into this game. No Name says, the ref cams are cool. Are cool when you see all the players run up to him and complain and cry, says No Name. Yeah, it's a pretty amusing angle to see that from. Steve says Australia versus Paraguay, France versus Norway, Group H matches, a lot to watch next rounds. Dude, there's every group, there really is like intriguing matchups to watch. And there's so many teams, even teams who are bottom of their groups right now. There are teams who are bottom of their group right now who could make it through to the knockout stage. There's still so much to play for in the coming days in match day 3. So very much looking forward to it. And if you guys want to keep up to date to our live streams, of course, you can make sure you subscribe so you don't miss them. It's been great seeing a bunch of regular folks tuning in. It's great to see Steve here once again, e-bikes, and some new faces as well. Great to see Yogi joining us today. Shout out to Red Devils Yellow and Blue who joined the memberships today and send in some kind super chats, and really appreciate you guys just hanging out here. Not long to go. It's the final minute of regular time. How much added time will we have? I don't think we'll have much. I'd be surprised if we saw over 5 minutes. I think we might get like maybe 5 minutes added on. 5 minutes probably sounds about right. But we'll see. Not long to go. This is desperate times now for DR Congo. If they lose, they're not out. But if they lose, it does make things maybe just that little bit more tricky. They would need to get a result next time out against Uzbekistan. So it's a free kick near the halfway line. They're just going to send this in here. They're going to send it long here, DR Congo. Can they get their taller players on the end of this ball? Can Colombia hold on to this 1-goal lead? Colombia, a 3-1 win last week against Uzbekistan, and they are close to another win here. It would be a great start to this tournament if they could grab 6 points from the first 2 games. Long free kick, drifted in, headed away, good defensive header, knocked back forward, here it is, bouncing around. Ooh, collision in the box. Anyway, Colombia deal with it, but there's some players on the ground. There's a player on DR Congo who's on the floor. There's a real competitive nature to the end of this game. Both teams really going for it. DR Congo still on the attack. Long range shot. Ooh, what a save. Well, I think it's his first save of the game. Vargas, the goalkeeper for Colombia, if I'm not mistaken, that's his first save of the game. And it's a stunning diving save. He had to make it because I think that was going in from range. Wowee. These are intense final moments here. 6 minutes added on. Okay, 6 minutes added on. One of those minutes already played. Seconds are ticking by. Now, there's a bit of commotion in the penalty area. Referee's having to sort some stuff out because there's a player for Colombia down on the floor. Can Colombia hold on? That's the question, Coral. They are really having to hold on now because DR Congo, who have been doing all the defending so far, well, they are pushing late on in this game. And Colombia, a lot of pushing and shoving going on in the box right now. So many players in the penalty area bunched together. They're stopping it again? What's going on? Well, this is ridiculous now. There's another player down. They just have to get their game on. Yeah, just pushing and shoving. I mean, I'm not sure why Colombia's player fell over there. It was just a little push in the chest. Wasn't really anything in it. And hopefully we can get the actual football back underway here. Ball finally comes in. Great chance. Oh, with the near post. I think that's another corner. It is. Now, folks, we've already had 2 minutes of added time played. I feel like maybe we've only actually played like 15 seconds out of those 2 minutes. You know what I mean? These corners have been taking up a lot of time. And there's another player down. What is going on? Well, Colombia just keep having players falling over. The ball comes in. It's headed towards the far post. And finally it's saved. Well, a lot of commotion at those corners there. But Colombia finally deal with it. What a save indeed, E-Bikes. What a save. Vargas, he hasn't had much to do in today's game. 3 minutes of added time played, 3 to go. Appreciate you guys joining us for this live stream today. Looks like there was a yellow card out of the pocket of the referee there. So, again, we've had 3 minutes of added time played already. Not much of that 3 minutes has the ball actually been in play. Long from the goalkeeper for Colombia. DR Congo. Ooh, that's heavy contact. That's a bad challenge. It's a yellow card. Forceful contact. It was Jefferson Lerma who came in with the strong contact there. Oh my gosh, dude. That's an elbow to the head. It's really not good at all from Lerma. Wow. You don't really want to see that on a football pitch. That was a dangerous contact because it was on the head too, wasn't it? So 2 minutes of added time to go. I mean, we may get some more. We may get some more because there's been a lot of stoppages in this injury time period. Congo, what's going on here? The ball's been thrown on the field again. Well, as that free kick was taken, a ball was just hurled onto the field, seemingly. Very strange scenes here at the end of this game. Very, very bizarre. A whole lot of drama here at the end. Charles Piquel has picked up a yellow card. There's clearly a lot of emotion, I think, involved here in this game. Both these teams know how big this result is. 1 minute remaining, but I wouldn't be don't be surprised if the referee does that on maybe another minute or two, because there's been a lot of stoppages. Another foul. Goodness me. I'd love to see the foul count because it must be soaring right now. This second half in particular, it feels like there's been like a free kick every minute, dude. Coral says things are getting a little silly now. I mean, yeah, balls being thrown onto the field. I mean, Quintero's just gone for a shot from 40 meters out. He's well wide of the target. Oh, boy. How long to go, folks? Colombia so close to 3 points. DR Congo, desperate. Trying to find it. Trying to find a way forward. Seconds ticking by. They just got to go. They're just going to send it. Send it. Down the left. Cross comes in. Okay. Headed away by Mahika. Good defensive header too. Wan-Bissaka flicks it back up. And the whistle's been blown for something. Oh, the whistle's been blown because it's full time. Oh. Well, I thought maybe we'd see some extra time added on because there was a lot of that injury time period that wasn't actually played with the ball in play. But anyway, it's all over. It's Colombia who win 1-0. Bit of a dramatic finish to that contest there. Some really combative sort of play from both teams. Both teams are really going for it. Colombia looking to hold on. DR Congo were throwing everything forward at the end there, but it was too little too late. And Colombia, I think in the end, deserved the victory. It's 1-0, and DR Congo defended so well for so much of that game, man. Goalkeeper Mpasu Nzao had a great game for DR Congo, especially in that first half. He made 6 fantastic saves in that first half. And Colombia, I mean, they worked so hard all game. You felt like, especially like halfway through that second half, you're like, where's the goal coming from? Are they going to finally find it? Well, they find it. And yes, as Steve says in the live chat, Colombia advanced. They're through. They're through. Colombia are through, and this result means that Colombia are now top of this group. They are now overtake Portugal. So Colombia on 6 points, Portugal on 4 points. So for Colombia, that means that in the next game against Portugal, all they would need is a draw and they would secure top spot in the group. Absolutely huge for Colombia. It was a good performance in the end. Rodriguez, Luis Diaz, Suarez leading the line. The goal did come through one of the defenders, though. Daniel Munoz, the right back, with his second goal of the tournament, with a very nice finish at the near post, a left-footed curling effort across the ground. It was able to beat the goalkeeper. Indeed, Adstar. Yeah, there was some dramatic scenes at the end there, that's for sure. Coral says, agree, Colombia deserved that victory. Says, tough win will get them mentally prepared for Portugal. And that's the thing, right? This was a gritty performance from Colombia because it wasn't an easy game. They did dominate. They had a lot of possession, a lot of efforts on goal, but they had to really grind it out in the end, that 1-0 win. And they're going to take a lot of momentum now, I think, into this game against Portugal. This Portugal-Colombia game, in a few days' time, is going to be very, very intriguing to watch. That is for sure. And not just that, Colombia are going to be a team that people are going to really have to keep an eye on when it comes to the knockout stage. And there's a decent chance now that Colombia finished top of the group. That means that they get to play a team who finishes third in their group. Could Colombia have a really decent run at this tournament? So the way it's shaping up now in the knockout stage, Colombia, who are now going top of the group, Colombia at this stage could be facing Croatia. Croatia, who are currently third. Are they third in their group? Croatia, they must be. They must be, but we'll see how it plays out in the coming days. Croatia are indeed third in their group, just behind Ghana and England. I mean, that would be an interesting matchup, Colombia-Croatia in the round of 32. But, I mean, regardless of who they play, Colombia, in the knockout stage, they will back themselves. They will back themselves, that's for sure. Steve says, the end of the second round, that's right, says the next round will be the final destination for all the teams. Either you go up or go out. Indeed, Steve. It's going to be a very intriguing next few days as we enter match day 3. Let's talk about the stats from this game, actually, because unsurprisingly, Colombia dominating the match statistics. According to FOTMob, Colombia with 64% possession, DR Congo with 36%. Colombia managed to register 20 shots at goal in the end, 9 of those on target. DR Congo, 8 shots in the end, 1 on target. A lot of those shots coming at the very end of the game. But yeah, Colombia defense did a really good job of just holding on there at the end. Yeah, I think Colombia in the end deserved this victory. 20 shots in the end, more possession. They got the goal finally in the 76th minute through Munoz. And while DR Congo's performance wasn't terrible, like defensively, they were very, very good, man. They really were. They were so stubborn at the back, but in attack, we just didn't see enough from DR Congo today, unfortunately. Cheers for joining us, Adstar. Appreciate that. Adstar says, thanks for the coverage, Lockie. Thanks for joining us, everyone, today. Really, really appreciate it. Before we tune out, we'll take a look at the results from today. So we saw Portugal 5, Uzbekistan 0. What a win for Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo, 2 goals for him today. We saw a scoreless draw between England and Ghana. That is a big result for Ghana. They are now second in that group above Croatia. So both England and Ghana both on 4 points, Croatia on 3. Speaking of Croatia, they did pick up victory today. They defeated Panama 1-0. And the match day here finishing with Colombia defeating DR Congo 1-0 as well. So over the next few days, man, the next few days are going to be incredible because it is match day 3 in the group stage. And obviously for the past, week or so now, with every single day, it's been like 4 games a day, non-stop football, all day long. But so tomorrow's going to be, the next few days are going to be crazy, but tomorrow we've got, how many teams is that? We've got 12 teams in action. We've got 6 games on tomorrow. It starts off with Bosnia-Herzegovina taking on Qatar. Both those teams still in the race for the knockout stage. Switzerland play Canada tomorrow. That's going to be a fun game to watch. 2 good teams there, Switzerland, Canada. After that, it is Group C that's in action. Morocco play Haiti and Scotland play Brazil. Okay, that'll be an interesting one as well. We know Haiti are out of the group, out of the World Cup now. and Morocco, Brazil, Scotland. That'll be interesting. And then after that, with another pair of games as well coming up after that. Czechia taking on Mexico. We know Mexico are already through to the knockout stage. South Africa playing South Korea. So interesting games there as well. You've got Czechia, South Africa, South Korea. They're all in the mix, and that group could sort of finish in any sort of order there as well. So very intriguing indeed looking at Group A as well. So tomorrow, 6 games, 12 teams in action. Obviously, you've got the simultaneous kickoffs as well. So we're all going to have to pull out our extra devices if you have them, get the extra screen, run all the keeping up to date to all the updates across all the games. It's going to be a very busy few days coming up. Our next live stream as well will be in a few days' time. We will be live for the Group G simultaneous kickoff. We're going to be watching New Zealand, Belgium, as well as Egypt, Iran, those 2 games in a few days' time. EB Gamer, hola to you, my friend, mi amigo. Vamos, mi Colombia, says EB Gamer. Thanks for jumping in late on here, man. What a win for Colombia. 1-0 in the end. It's a very, very important victory because, again, Colombia go top of this group. 6 points through to the knockout stage and looking to secure victory or even a draw against Portugal to secure a top spot in the group. Steve says the Scottish versus Brazil atmosphere will be crazy. It'll be a good game, man. I mean, Brazil favourites surely in that match, but Scotland, they've got some good players in their team. So it will be an interesting one to watch for sure. But yeah, man, just looking at the next few days. So the match day 3 comes quick and fast because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Wow. So how about that? It's some short turnarounds for some of these sides. Like the teams that we watched today, DR Congo and Colombia, they're in action in just a few days' time. In what, 3 days' time? No, excuse me, 4 days' time. 4 days' time they are back in action. So it's a much shorter turnaround with match day 3 coming up. So these teams are going to make sure they rest and recover and get ready for these next round of matches. There is so much to look forward to. Of course, here we are looking forward to the Socceroos game. We're not doing a live watch along for the game. Planning to get to a watch party for that one in person. And but we will be live for New Zealand's game against Belgium as well as Egypt, Iran. So the drama never ends. It never stops. But that's why we love the World Cup, man. It's just non-stop action. So this has been an intriguing game that we have watched play out today. It has ended a 1-0 win for Colombia over DR Congo. Big result in the end for Colombia. Credit to DR Congo, who really gave Colombia a tough test today. In defense, just so solid and well organized at the back. Finally conceding at the end there. Great goal from Daniel Munoz to score in the 76th minute. And DR Congo, they're not out. They're still in the mix. They have 1 point on the board. They play Uzbekistan and they would need a result. Both Uzbekistan still in the race as well. So Uzbekistan, DR Congo in a few days' time will be interesting as well. So certainly a lot to keep an eye on in the coming days in just about every single group. So, guys, appreciate you joining us for this live watch along. Before you head out, make sure you hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe so you don't miss our live watch alongs here on the channel. And keep an eye out for, we've got some videos coming out as well. We've got, yesterday we put out our Paraguay Socceroos match preview. Check out that one. And we've got some more videos lined up for the rest of the week as well. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Consider checking out the memberships as well if you're interested. Shout out as well to Red Devils Yellow and Blue, who joined the memberships earlier today and sent in some kind super chats as well. Thanks guys for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your days / evenings, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.